Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Black and I will be your 6th grade English teacher this year, and I cannot express how excited I am to get started on a wonderful school year together. Now this is an About Me page. Just to start off with a little bit about me, as you can see I'm wearing a beanie. In every single video you will see me make, you will see me wearing a beanie. I wear a beanie every single day of the year. Yes, even in the summer. I love wearing beanies. They are so comfortable for me. I would wear them to work if they were deemed professional to wear to work. Now, a few other things about me is I am from Syracuse, New York. As you can see, Syracuse, New York is upstate New York. And everyone, when they think of New York, they always like to think of the city. And so down here, that's where the city would be. So just so you know, that's where I am from. Syracuse, New York is one of the colder places in the country, and it gets some of the most snowfall per year of any other city in the country. Now, I did not live in Syracuse for very long, only 6 years, and then I moved down to Chesapeake. And once I moved down to Chesapeake, I actually attended Chesapeake Public Schools, and more specifically, I started my school career in CPS with Southeastern Elementary, and then I went from Southeastern Elementary to Hickory Middle School, where you are now starting your middle school careers, and then I graduated from Hickory High School, where I then went to Old Dominion University, and I got my master's degree in education. After getting my master's degree in education, I came back to teach at Hickory Middle School. That's how much I love this school, and this will actually be my 9th year teaching. I do play the guitar, as you can see here. I also play the bass. You might see the bass behind me over there. There's some couple of the other guitars. I am an avid runner. I run all the time, about 4 to 5 times a week, training for another half marathon. And if you couldn't tell by the beanie, the picture on the slideshow, or the sign in the back behind you, I'm an avid Raiders fan. I love the Raiders. I will talk Raiders all the time. I know we're not the best football team in the world, but it's just my football team, and I bleed black and silver. Now, a couple of other teams that I like are the New York Yankees. I'm also a pretty big New York Knicks fan. We're finally starting to play well, which is amazing. They're finally starting to play well, which is amazing. It's been a long, long time if you know anything about the Knicks. Lastly, if you look behind me, you'll see a bunch of Marvel and Batman action figures above me, Marvel posters. I have a couple of Marvel posters in the room. I don't know which way. Oh, there it is. There's the head that way. You'll see the Thing behind me. He's right there. And anyway, I'm a big Marvel fan. I've actually started reading the comics, getting really, really into the Marvel and DC comics. You'll see Batman posters all around my room. I grew up with a show called Batman the Animated Series, one of the greatest animated superhero shows ever, if not one of the greatest animated shows ever. Okay, so why did I become a teacher? I actually always wanted to become a teacher. Ever since I was young, I wanted to become a teacher. And the reason I teach English is I actually had a professor in college who made me fall in love with English. I originally wanted to be a history teacher. I always wanted to be a history teacher. I actually can teach history if I wanted to. However, I fell in love with teaching English, and I've just been an English teacher ever since. I had this one professor just turn me on to how amazing English can be and how important it is. So I just became an English teacher. One of the funny snippets about English versus history is kind of the overall what happened in a civilization, or what happened in a time period, or what's, the big points, right? The big talking points of what's going on. Whereas English, specifically literature, if you go back and read books from a certain time period, like the 1850s to 1870s, the 1880s to 1900s, the 1910s to 1940s, the 1950s to the 2000s, you get kind of an idea of what the culture was like, what everyone was like, what do people how do people talk, what do people do, what do people like, what are they in, what is the day-to-day life of people. And that's why I kind of fell in love with English, and why I've chosen to teach at your current school. I went here. I love Hickory. It's just all I really know. I did teach at Deep Creek Middle for 2 years, but I just liked Hickory so much that I wanted to come back to Hickory. And grade level, I actually used to teach 7th grade, and I thought I'd never teach any other grade level. And then I got put in 6th grade, and now I can't see myself going back. I really enjoy this age group and hope that I continue to teach 6th grade for years to come. Now, our last slide in my About Me is kind of more focused towards you all. So just this year, I look forward to creating a safe learning environment where students learn both content and life skills. It is extremely important that you do learn the content and that you do take away part of the content from this school year. Of course, it's important. We do have an SOL test at the end of the year that we need to demonstrate our mastery of the content. But at the same time, it's also just important. You're growing individuals, you're growing into teenagers, and it's important that you start to just build your life skills. And one of the most important life skills that I'm going to pass along to you is to show respect. It is a vital key to becoming successful in life. People generally don't like to be disrespected. I think I can speak for everyone watching this video. I'm sure that you don't like it when people disrespect you. And it's just vital to being successful. If you are disrespectful, if you're respectful, it just opens up doors for you. It really does. As far as learning is concerned, you must be an active participant in your learning to grow. If you are not active, you cannot grow. You have to be a part of it. I will always be a part of it. I will always be here to support, root, guide, and cheer you on in every way that I possibly can. But your part, your agreement with me is that you are an active participant. When you come into this classroom, you need to expect to learn every single day. Like, there are no off days in learning. This is your job right now, and your job is to learn, and you need to be active in your learning. Okay, so that's kind of just it as far as the about me. We'll continue with Unit 0 with tips for success in my class, and and then, of course, why I teach. So we'll move into those next. All right, everybody. Thank you.